Welcome to Let's Talk About It Sunday, an extension of KELA's weekday local talk show featuring a variety of subjects of local interest. This program was pre-recorded, so we're unable to take live calls on today's show. And now, let's talk about it.
Welcome back to the Let's Talk About It show on AM 1470 KELA and KELAKM.com, or maybe you're listening to the FM side, 104.3 KMNT and KMNT.com. This is Let's Talk About It show. I'm your host, Peter Abbarno, and bringing you local stories from our community members. And today I've got a really great guest today. It's somebody who I know pretty well. I've had on the show before, but his business expands, it changes, and I want to talk a little bit about how his business is growing and expanding and how it's also giving back, because it sponsors and is one of the big sponsors, really the host of the Turkey Trot every single year for our Twin Cities here at Thorbeckes. So my guest today, and I just gave it away, Matt Noren with Thorbeckes. Hey, Matt.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you on the show, talking a little bit about Thorbeckes. You know, I've read about some of your big changes, and I want to get to those big changes, but let's talk a little bit about what Thorbeckes is, because somebody, I am sure, is living under some Tenino sandstone rock and is not paying attention, doesn't even know what Thorbeckes is. So tell them what it is.
So Thorbeckes is not just a gym. We basically try to encompass as much in the health, fitness, wellness world as we can. It's not just going into a gym and lifting and doing bench and squats, but a place where you can bring your family. And so we have your full workout, free weights and machines and cardio. We have gymnastics, we have tennis, we have batting cages, we have group fitness, we have 2 swimming pools, one of which is a kiddie pool. We have saunas, we have a hot tub. If you can think of it, we pretty much have a boxing studio. In Lewis County, we have 2 large gyms. One in Centralia, in Boris Park, one in downtown Chehalis. They both have full complements of workout areas, but also each has different things. Like Centralia has a basketball court, Chehalis has tennis, like that. And then our pool, obviously, is in Centralia as well. So, we have one, also a small little satellite gym in South Bend, that's there because that's where I'm from. And
I was just going to tease you a little bit. I was going to say, well, how does that happen?
Yeah, so that basically happened when we bought 6 years ago. We bought a bunch of new equipment, and I needed a place to put it, and realized that storing equipment was very expensive. And a friend of mine owned a building in South Bend right in the river and said, any chance you'd be able to use this? And we were thinking about putting a gym down there, so knocked a few walls down and put a gym in right on the highway in South Bend. And it's a great spot. Yeah,
well, it's the oyster capital of the world.
It is. So So that's what I always tell people, that one membership gets you access to all locations, including the pool. So if you ever going through South Bend or going to Long Beach or Astoria or whatever, swing by, check it out, and it's a cool little place to get a jog in staring at the river.
So when there's an early morning clam dig and you're driving through there, you're like, you know what, I didn't get my workout in before, but I'm going to hit the gym.
Or if you go digging and you get your limit and 7 minutes and you didn't get your workout in, you can go to the gym and do that afterwards.
Well, what I really like about you talking about Thorbeckes is that, when people hear gym, there's still always going to be that stigma that the gym is where everybody grunts, throws weights, and they work on, what do they call it? Like, what's just the chest and the arms? They call them
the bro workouts.
Yeah, right. And that's how they work out. But you do have a full complement of things. I mean, I see a lot that you have, like a silver sneakers class for seniors. There's folks from all ages, all experience. That's kind of what I like about Thorbeckes, that kind of environment.
Yeah, we try to have something available for people of all ages and abilities. And whether you used to work out and haven't in 30 years, or you're just now learning, it is an intimidating thing to begin to do if you don't know what you're doing. We have personal training, which is wonderful. If it's something you want to start doing after for your New Year's resolution, but you're scared, you don't know what to do, get a personal trainer. Mm-hmm. Just have them help you out, whether you do it consistently or just have them give you a simple intro to what it is that you want, whether you're trying to get big and strong, or you're just trying to balance better, have better mobility, keep your strength. Those are all things that a personal trainer can help with. And another thing that we have too is our water aerobics classes.
Right.
Great for people that, your joints just hurt so bad. You can't run anymore. You can't jump. You can't move. When you're in the water, you take a lot of the weight off of your body. And those classes are extremely popular in Centralia.
Yeah, no, I mean, I go probably almost daily to the gym. You know, it's like I always say, it's my stress relief, right?
Yes.
But I like the environment. Some people don't like the culture of a gym. I like the culture of a gym. I like seeing the same people all the time at 4:30 in the morning, same group of folks working out together. But I do, in the afternoon occasionally, get the opportunity to go. And what I like to see is it's a community there. Folks talk to each other about the day. They're talking politics. They're talking about life and sports. It really is kind of neat how you'll find these groups of people and they find friends and workout partners over the last decade or so since I've been going.
Yeah, no, that's the way it is. It's you know, there's the group of guys, and it's, you know, you can tell if, like, you know, where's so-and-so? And people are checking on each other as well. There is a group. They have their groups of people that they work out with, and, you know, there's some people that are there 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's their social circle and they're getting exercise, and it's wonderful. Like, I love it. And I find myself all the time, I walk down to the front desk from my office to drop something off, and 3 hours later I walk back into my office because I'm just walking around talking with everybody. So
I find, so at first when I went to Thorbeckes, I found that to be very stressful. Like, I would go and I'd be stopped like every 5 minutes for a new conversation. But eventually people get it. They'll leave you alone and they'll let you finish your workout. And I think that's also part of the culture, is that people want to be social, but they also get why you're there. And so that's also cool too. They're going to respect your space.
Exactly. And the stair climber is a great one to go on if you don't want to be bothered, because you're up about 3 feet higher than everybody else. So
that is true.
You keep your eyes straight ahead. So
that is the trick at Thorbeckes, folks. So we just gave you the secret that if you want to be left alone at the gym, hit the Stairmaster, get up like 3 or 4 feet higher than everyone else, and then you can pretend you don't see anybody.
Ahead.
Yeah, you know what I do too, which I started doing this and I found it to be great for my workouts and great for getting to the gym. It's been motivation. Is I picked one show on Hulu or Netflix, and I just stream it from your Wi-Fi and just watch, you know, whether it's a 30-minute show or the hour show. You know, I try to fit it in there, and it's like I'll wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I want to see the rest of Justified, or I want to see the rest of, you know, Suits, and so I watch it.
I've been doing the Marvel series.
Oh yeah,
from chronological order, and I've got 2 more movies left, so that's what I do. I'll just, you know, do 30 to 45 minutes at a time, and then next time I'm on the stair climber, I resume that movie. So yeah, it's something I never really thought about to encourage me to do more cardio and kind of walk more and jog more, and I started doing that, and I thought that's been great. So let's talk a little bit about, and we're going to get back to some of your expansion, because you've got some really big news to talk about, Thorbeckes, which is really going to open up amazing opportunities in South Thurston County and even for us in this community who drive north. But I want to talk about your giving, because Thorbeckes has been an amazing partner on the Turkey Trot, in addition to so many other things that you do in the community to give back. But let's talk a little bit about the Turkey Trot, because that was on Thanksgiving Day, and you had a record turnout. Yeah, we did. The weather cooperated. It was perfect. It was very cold, but so how it works is we have to cut off for shirts on a specific day. So I think it was like Tuesday at noon, and I believe we had 351, which is a good turnout. By the time the gunshot Thanksgiving morning, we had 468 signups. So it was the biggest we've ever had. It was awesome. The weather was great. Tons of people out there. We've been trying to add a little bit more. We had these big turkey trophies this year, which is the first time, I believe, in Thorbeckes history where there's actually been a big trophy for the men's and women's winner. Had a big turkey on top of it. The top 20 children finishers, I think under the age of 11, got little ribbons,
like medals,
and little medals with turkeys on them, and so it was great, and it was a great turnout, and raised a bunch of money and for the Boys and Girls Club and the Chehalis Foundation. So.
It's a really great, and I announce it on this show all the time because Altazarena Abbarno is one of the presenting sponsors, and it's been an amazing partnership, because I remember when I first moved here. Now, the Turkey Trot started in Buffalo, New York. It's one of the longest, where I'm from, and it's one of the longest continually operating foot races in America. I think they're like 130 years or something like that. And so when I moved here many years ago, it was impossible to find a consistent turkey trot. And so I don't know when we started partnering up 8 years ago, 9 years, something. I don't.
Well,
when did you buy it?
6.
So I think that's when it
that
started.
might have been the first year.
Yeah. I was looking around the Twin Cities for something on Thanksgiving morning. There were these Turkey Trot kind of races the weekend before.
Yeah.
But I was just so happy that not only did Thorbeckes and TAP step up to do it, but it's been so amazingly successful, and it all goes back to the community members and Boys and Girls
It's
Club.
actually
and
been 7 because it was November 1st, 2017. So
there you go.
The 7th Thanksgiving. But yeah, something between the two local organizations, and something that we've always tried to do is allow for kids, students, local children to be able to use our facilities when they cannot afford it themselves, or there's not a way, or letting a school come in, letting kids from the Boys and Girls Club come in. So something we added this year was a portion of the money is going to, this next year, we are going to get as many kids as we can opportunities to do swim lessons for free, tap for free, tennis, gym memberships, letting a whole school come in, or a class, from a local school district come in and have a party for a celebration. Right. And that's something that we're really excited about doing. And we think we'll get in several hundred kids over the next year that'll be able to use our facilities for free. Yeah,
it's a great addition to what you're already doing, which is awesome. And again, I'm going to be selfish and talk about me, and then you can add on. Both of my kids learned to swim in the Thorbeckes pool through the swim classes. Yeah. They went to Edison Elementary. Yeah. They would get a whole week there. Yep, I mean, that's another great benefit of that pool.
Yeah, and that's something with the Centralia School District, being that it is their swimming pool that we operate. They have the Centralia Swim Week, and every one of those kids that come through Centralia School District gets swimming lessons, which is incredible. Like, how many school districts can say that they have swimming lessons for their kids
for the whole week?
For the whole week, and it is awesome. We shut down the pool for several hours that whole week, and for certain times during the day, and we teach lessons, and it's my staff's favorite time of the year. Yeah, they love it. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I ended up chaperoning a couple years in a row because it's just fun to watch the kids. They get excited about it, but most importantly, they get to learn that skill, which is so important. And then TAP. Explain what TAP is, because I know over the summer, even young kids like my son can be part or sign up for these TAP programs, which, I mean, he still talks about.
Yeah. So TAP is short for Thorbeckes Athletic Performance. Basically, on the south end of our Chehalis building upstairs, are 6,000 square feet. It's a turf facility. It's set up kind of like a private personal training studio. We have classes for, we kind of say 11, 12 and older, up to as old as a person, of all ages. But it's individualized training. So sometimes it's by yourself, but it's every program is written for you specifically for what your needs and goals are, and you work out in the TAP facility. We also have a lot of high schoolers. They'll have 4 or 5 kids that come together that each have their own goals and strengths and weaknesses. And Lauren, our head trainer at TAP, she will write a specific program for them. Those kids will come in at the same time 2 or 3 times a week, and they work out and do their program. And it's a great, accountability. It's very, very focused on the specific athletic goal of that athlete. Yeah. And additionally, it helps, for like your son, my son has been going up there since the school started now, but just getting them introduced to lifting weights and stretching and being flexible and mobile and moving their body. And it's, awkward age. Kids are trying, they're just trying to learn how their body is moving and what it can and can't do. And it's a wonderful program for kids. And then in the summertime, we have camps up there. So month-long camps where a whole bunch of kids come in, and Lauren and a couple others train them, and it's fun.
It really is a great program, and something that, if you're a parent and you're listening, you should really go to the TAP website and Thorbeckes, and they have Facebook pages as well, and learn about those programs coming up. They've been really beneficial, not just for kids who want to be athletic and they want to excel and they want to get better, but to learn discipline. I think what you said was really important. Too many kids nowadays don't know how to work out. And they don't move their bodies the way we did when we were growing up. Yeah. And so this gives them a great opportunity to do it and learn how to do it the right way.
Yep, correct.
You don't want them to get hurt.
Learning, and then we always encourage kids still, if you're in a football program or basketball and your coach wants you to work out the school, work out the school. Yeah. But bring some of these movements back and share them with your teammates. Teamwork is huge, and we just try to, if a kid comes in our doors, we want to give them every piece of knowledge that we can, and have them take that back to their buddies and their teams. So.
And if you don't want to do top, I mean, you still have, if you're like an old fart like me, you still have your trainers who
absolutely,
and I've seen them train young kids, or not young kids, but like teen athletes as well.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah, I've seen them do a lot of weight stuff.
You are listening to Let's Talk About It Sunday, an extension of KELA's weekday local talk show. Stay tuned. Let's Talk About It Sunday edition will return in a moment.
Okay, and now back to business.
Listen on the air and online.
KELA.
Let's talk about it. Good morning. You're listening to Let's Talk About It Sunday, an extension of KELA's weekday local talk show. This program was pre-recorded, so no live phone calls on today's show.
If you're just tuning in to Let's Talk About it on AM 1470 KELA or 104.3 KMNT, Matt Noren's here from Thorbeckes. So what you still do have Pacific Sports and Spa, right?
We do, yep.
Yeah, because you didn't mention that. I was like, I remember when you used to dump people into a cryo chamber or something.
We still have the cryotherapy in it. We have Normatec leg compression sleeves. It's for your massage for your arms, waist, legs. They're great, especially with high schoolers looking to recover from soreness, or older folks that just are sore all the time.
Yeah.
And you're not having to go to a massage therapist. It's sleeves you put on your legs. It's a half-hour session. We have compressed icing. And then we have an underwater treadmill, which is a very rare piece of equipment that allows you to run on a treadmill that's submerged. You can put as much as 4.5 feet of water in it while you run and watch TV in front of you. And it's really cool.
Is that cool?
It's awesome. I mean, you've never done it before. It's a very, very rare piece of equipment that if you try to run in a swimming pool, you can't do it.
Right.
You're not going anywhere. This is a treadmill underneath the water that you're running on an actual treadmill that's submerged.
So who is that for? Like, who? If I'm listening to this, I'm like, am I the kind of person that would be
that is coming off of hip surgery, knee surgery? If you ask your physical therapist, most likely they will be very excited about it, and they'll tell you to do it if you can do it.
That's pretty cool.
A person that used to love running and they can't anymore because it hurts too much. It's great. I mean, you can run. I mean, you can actually run on it, and it's really, really cool.
And that's over at Pacific Sports and Spa.
Yep, it's in the Chehalis gym. Yep.
That's
right next to the front entrance to the gym.
That's so cool. What about the cryo? Because I remember, I mean, it's been a long time since I've even looked at that, but I remember there were some studies saying that using that not only helps you recover, but it helps you like burn calories faster.
It does.
It helps you lose weight.
It kind of tricks your body into thinking you're going hypothermic, but you're not in there long enough. It's negative 220 degrees for 2 to 3 minutes,
right.
And basically it rushes all your blood into your core, and you step out, and that blood comes rushing back out, and it's great for your skin. It's great for calorie burn as the day goes on. Do it a few times a week, and great for recovery, just helping to speed up soreness, injury recovery.
Oh, that's cool.
Etc. Yeah, it's a lot quicker and more comfortable than jumping into an ice bath.
Well, I mean, we can't talk about the polar plunge coming up on January 27th, and nothing will help you. I'm going to start using that. So on January 27th, polar plunge for Special Olympics at Mayfield Lake. If you want to burn calories faster and recover, you heard it here from Matt Noren. That is the way to do it. So either go to Pacific Sports Spa or jump in Mayfield Lake. You choose, but I'll take you. So let's talk about something pretty exciting. Now, I just read in the Chronicle that you have, you used to have a small little place in Thorbeckes gym in Grand Mound, Rochester.
Downtown Rochester,
yeah.
The original one.
But now you're going all out.
Yeah, so during COVID, we had to close the Rochester one down, unfortunately. But our goal has always been to be back in that area. And the owners of Centralia and Chehalis Physical Therapy announced that they were building a building in Grand Mound right off the freeway. Beautiful, brand new building. And we contacted them, and we were fortunate enough they were building a piece on the end to be leased out. And we're really excited. 3,000 square feet, which it's probably 1,200 square feet larger than the original one, but it's not broke up into specific rooms. It's on a slab. You can lift weights. You can drop weights on it, which we couldn't do in Rochester.
Which I encourage people not to do because that's pretty
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to, power cleaner, you can drop weights on, but when it has to be on a slab, that's the important thing. So when you're 3 feet off the ground on plywood, that's not a good idea. But we're going to have everything we have weights-wise, cardio, machines, just on a smaller scale. So it also is going to have 3 bathrooms, 2 of which have showers, which is awesome for the person that wants to work out and get to work.
Well, what's great too is that there's a lot of folks in Centralia, Chehalis, and just in Lewis County who commute north.
Yes.
And this is going to be right off the highway, right?
Yeah, it's right off. I mean,
that's nice.
Yeah, it's right next to Tractor Supply.
Yeah. And sometimes, as much as we talked about liking the environment, liking the how accustomed you get to where you work out, it also is occasionally nice to go and use different weight and see how different machines or different weights or different things work.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a great spot, and I mean, you're 3,000 square feet. It does not. We've been asked a lot. It does not have a swimming pool in it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
not yet.
There's not a swimming pool. There's not a basketball court. But if you want to get in and get a workout in and go home, it's going to be a great place for it.
Yeah,
it's going to be beautiful.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. And when does that open again?
I'm hoping April-ish. I mean, the building's being built still, so windows, doors should be going in soon. And once that's all dried in, so
okay,
yeah, we're ready to go.
Well, for anybody who goes to Thorbeckes or those who haven't yet or aren't a member, I mean, I think that is going to make it a really nice access to going north and coming south.
Yeah, it's got great parking. Like I said, you can't get any. I mean, it's right off of the freeway. So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, Matt, let's talk a little bit about your favorite machine. What's your favorite machine in Centralia?
If you're going to ask me, it's the stair climber.
Oh, yeah.
I love the stair climber. I like rowers.
Yep.
If I lift, I go lift and tap. That's Lauren writes me workouts and I go to tap. So 2-3 times a week is my goal to be up there. But Lauren basically tells me, Lauren Fisher, she's wonderful. She knows my strengths and weaknesses, and she occasionally will throw on my weaknesses on my workouts, which drives me nuts. But so I lift up there. But cardio-wise, we're doing stair climber, the rower, and something I just thought about that we've been asked a lot about is in our Chehalis gym, we just got 2 Peloton treadmills and a Peloton, 2 Peloton bikes and a Peloton treadmill just came in last week. Those should be up in Chehalis upstairs by the end of the week. So
you could log in.
Yes, so we get asked a lot, a person that has a Peloton membership or is a traveler that likes to use them at hotels. We don't have them in Lewis County.
Right.
So one of the things we get asked a lot about that we don't have in Chehalis is stretching areas. We don't have a lot of places to stretch in Chehalis. So we are going to our yoga studio upstairs. We're still going to offer yoga, but in addition, we're going to have the Peloton bikes. We're going to have the treadmill. We're going to have a lot more mats up there. We're going to have TRX bands. We're going to have a lot of stretching, individual workout type stuff up there.
Chehalis, on the upstairs of Chehalis, you had that little strip where you can do it around the track.
Yep.
And then downstairs it was under the stairs.
Yeah, there's the 2
right?
spots under the stairs, which is.
I always bang my head on the stairs.
It's just not ideal. So I mean, it's a couple thousand square feet in yoga, and we have 5 yoga classes a day. So you're talking, when we're open. There are 15 hours a day where that room sits empty. So let's use it. Let's let people go up there and use it. So
and you've got the Bikram yoga too, right? Do you still have that hot yoga?
That'll still be in there.
Yeah. People used to talk all about that. That's
we still
a good
do
one.
hot yoga all the time.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too afraid of that.
Yeah,
it scares me.
I did it once.
Oh, it's a lot. You think you're in shape until you do hot yoga, and then you realize you're not in shape at all.
Yeah, no, it is not easy.
Are you gonna ever offer goat yoga?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's not inside, right?
Nope.
Your janitorial staff would hate you.
Yeah, no plans for that.
The one thing I wanted to touch on too, I feel like I have a great relationship with Thorbeckes because they have so many youth programs, gymnastics. Mm-hmm. Wow. I mean, that is a cool studio. Love watching, especially the little tiny kids who are like kindergarten, first grade. Fun to watch.
Yeah. My daughter, she's 4. Every Wednesday she does it, and that's all she asks about. She cannot wait. Is today gymnastics day? Is today gymnastics day? We've got some wonderful teachers. We've tried to focus more in the last couple of years on having that space be used for kids that want to get introduced to gymnastics and not so much for the team portion, which is what we used to do. So basically kids can come and train, and there's other studios up north and south if a person wants to get into competitive team travel type gymnastics. But it's an easy booking system. You can book online, you can book for a month. If you want to do it again, just sign them up again for it. Classes are no larger than 10 kids. Yeah. It's awesome. I mean, and it's, the little kids, doing somersaults and just bouncing on the treadmill and jumping into the foam pit, and it's cool. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's my daughter's favorite 45 minutes of the week.
Well, but it also, the funny thing is, even if a kid doesn't want to get into gymnastics or competitive, it's about body movement, as you said at the beginning of the show. A lot of this is about teaching children how to move their bodies, do it safely under supervision, and get active.
Yep. Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, I can just see how much she's advanced in the since school started this year. How much confidence? I mean, she speaks to her teacher.
Nice.
Finally, took a couple months, but she can say hi now, what her name is, which to her teacher, she's so shy. But there's a group of 6 girls that are there every Wednesday, and it's great. And we have, like I said, there's multiple times every day of different types of classes per age. But yeah, gymnastics is wonderful. And we also have birthday parties up there now, too. So you can rent the gymnastics space on a weekend for a birthday party.
For just kids or adults, too? Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Right?
You'd be the one up there.
Yeah, that's
on that trampoline.
Well, it's got the stirrup thing, too, right?
There's whatever you call it.
The pulley
thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember my daughter flying and squealing. It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
So if somebody wants to get involved with TAP, Thorbeckes, Pacific Sports and Spa, can you give them some of your contact information or places they can start looking about how to get involved? And I'm sure a lot of people want to just keep tracking the progress of the Grand Mound place. Yeah.
So, we post everything on Facebook, Instagram, our website, just Thorbeckes, THORBECKES.com. We update that regularly. Every program we offer has its own individual page on there. You can always call or you can stop in. Especially middle of the day, if you want to see what TAP looks like, just ask and somebody will go show you what it looks like. Or gymnastics, when it's not crazy busy before or after work. But yeah, anything you want to know, you can give us a call, check out our website, and we'd love to have you in.
Well, Matt, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in to Let's Talk About It, today's great show, and I'll replay it again, is Matt Noren with Thorbeckes. I want to thank Matt for coming in. Thorbeckes does a lot of really great things for our community, not just through the gym and the business aspect of it, but they give a ton back. We talked about the Turkey Trot, and I can't go to a Chehalis and Traya or other type of youth sports that I don't see some sort of sponsorship there. So really thankful for Thorbeckes and Matt and his family for being part of our community. And I want to thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk About It right here on AM 1470 KELA and KELAAM.com, or you're listening on the FM side, KMNT.com. I'm your host, Peter Abbarno, with another edition of the Let's Talk About It show.